Okay, we're now looking at extract 2. You have 1 minute to read the information below. I'll play the audio.
Extract 2. You now have 1 minute to read the information below.
Okay, this is for a snare drum. The instructions will be read to you once you read for 1 minute. But what you could do is actually look at the question for that 1 minute and decide, okay, in advance, that's 4 time. So we have 4 crotchets per bar. So there's your bar line. There's your bar line. Now you've got some interesting rhythms going on here. So we've got 1, 2, that's a rest for 1 beat. So on the 3rd beat, we have a rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 beats. 1 and 2, 3, 4. This is why you need to know your subdivisions of beats. Here's a rest for half a beat. So there's your 3rd beat, 4th beat. 1, 2. Oh, you need 2 beats there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. I think you'll need to be counting subdivisions of 4 beats. So it means 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and because you have these fast moving these patterns there. You've got those, you've got these. It's good to actually be able to say these in rhythm. So make up a word to sort of get you familiar with how these rhythms sound. You can also pick up these sounds as you count along and then follow the rhythm as well. So we actually need to do some practice on how to identify. This one goes tiriyam. You can make up anything if you want. Tiriyam, yam tiri. Or da 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 da. This one's going to go da 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 da. So depending on the tempo, which is about 100, not slow. This is I would classify as moderato. Okay, so you need to know your rhythm subdivisions. Okay, that's way past 1 minute. Okay, I'm going to play the first play, and let's have a look at what we can do.
You will hear an extract for snare drum. The music is printed on page 5. The whole extract will now be played once. Follow the score as the music plays. A crotchet beat pulse will be heard before the extract starts.
Ooh, okay. There's no way you can do the whole thing in one go. So they will now play section A, which is only 4 bars long. So remember, how do you eat an elephant? Piece by piece. Okay, I'm going to put a big border around that one so you're not put off by. Now the first part, I don't think was too bad. Now, the reason why I've got these lines here, remember, I can use this as my shorthand. Let's have a listen to
Separate sections of the extract will now be played 3 times each. Task C. Sections A, B, and C. Here is section A for the first time.
Okay. that's given, so I don't need to worry about this part. So it's only these three. So as I put these in, I heard one beat, one beat, one beat. So I could have just done that first bar, right? So now I had two, so that's two subdivisions. So therefore it's going to be two quavers, dun dun dun. Then that rest is on the third beat. So 1 and 2, 3, 4. Then I heard two notes here, but it sort of sounded like
Here
that.
is section A for the second time.
3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it was just a ordinary 2 hits. So you have to know per beat, on the beat, where you hear a single hit, where you hear 2 hits, where you have 3 hits, or maximum of 4 hits. So that's going to be your 4 semiquavers. This one could be either that or that. That's going to be that, or it could be something that's dotted. So this is
Here
one.
is section A for the third time.
Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 1 and 2, 3. Well, I didn't get this one because I was too busy talking. Okay, I'll come back to it when they play for the whole thing. So we kind of did that one. Okay, so that's going to be a single shot. If you hear nothing, it's going to be a rest. Okay, we'll move on to B.
Here is section B for the first time.
Okay, tricky. All right, so we've got ta, 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 ta. So this one, most likely that one. And I need to know exactly how many beats, or how many notes have sounded on their fourth beat. And this will give me some idea. So that's going to be over 2 beats at bar 6. And I think I heard 2.
Here is section B for the second time.
I heard da, 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 da. So this one is dum bum 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 ba-da-da bum ba-da-da. Did I hear 3 hits on their first beat? Da-da-da-da, or just 1? That rest is quite off-putting.
Here is section B for the third time.
So I definitely heard 3 there. Ta-da-da. Ta-da-da, ta-ta. And this one, I think I heard something that was similar. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. So that was 2 hit and 1. I can't confirm. Again, that the whole thing being played 3 times is going to be My Savior. That was 3 playings. Goes quickly, doesn't it? So the difficulty of writing down the rhythm, I think in this case, are these rests. They're very off-putting. Okay, and the tempo is very fast. Okay, let's go to section C. It's going to be played 3 times.
Here is section C for the first time.
4 hits on that one. And I had nothing there, so that's a rest. Da 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 da, and nothing. Okay, this is not easy. So I had 3 shots, and it was dun da da, dun da da da. And then I need to know which beat this occurs. The issue is if I have a gap.
Here is section C for the second time.
Okay, I think I heard tan-ta-da, tan-ta-da-ta. So that's a repetition of this. Okay, better not make this too messy. Dun-ta-da, dun-ta-da-da. That's all I got. Okay, so now I have to fill in the rest of that. Pressure. Oops.
Here is section C for the third time.
Oh, there's something odd about this one. There was a slight gap and a rest here, and then we heard something there. A hit. Tan ta da tan ta da tan. Tan tan ta da ta da 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 ta. That was 4 hits. So I'm actually doing this retrospectively. So this shorthand is not working for me because it's so fast. I'd rather just do it by hand. So didn't get anything here. Okay, now I'm going to rely on the whole playing of the three whole plays.
The whole extract will now be played 3 times.
Okay.
Here is the first playing.
2, 3, 4, da da da, da 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 da. There's nothing there. There's one there. Da, 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 da. I think I'm pretty confident I got this, but this is insanely difficult passage. Okay. Okay, I won't confuse you with this. Let's just get rid of these extra lines. These are just... two.
Here is the second playing.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. And 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, da 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 da. 1 da 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 da. Okay. I did not look at the answers for this one. I'm just doing this real time. You'll have one more go. Try to highlight the beats. Okay.
And now, here is the third and final playing.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. And 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1 and 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And 1 and 2 and 2. Da 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 let's check the answer. The answer sheet says, in order to get an excellence, you need to transcribe 5 rhythmic phrases with an allowance of 4 errors. So you're allowed to make a mistake, well, 4 mistakes to be correct. Now, what is a rhythmic phrase? Let's have a look at the what achieved is. You need to get 5 rhythmic patterns. Patterns are these shorter versions. You get the 3 notes in a row here with a pattern. They allow this as a pattern. But if you get these 2 patterns in a row, I'm sorry, that's called a phrase. And you're allowed to make 1, 2, 3, 4 errors. I guess 1 per phrase if we do averages. To get a merit, you need 4 rhythmic phrases with allowance for 2 errors in each of the phrases. So this is overall. So if you go 2 errors times 4, you're allowed to make 8 errors. And this one, you just need to get the patterns. So patterns are a lot easier because you just have to get them in a row like that. Okay, so if I am marking, it's a phrase, there's your phrase, there's your phrase, there's your phrase, and there's your phrase, there's your phrase. So out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just out of the phrase, 6, 7. Out of the 7 phrases, you need to get 5 rhythmic phrases, right? Shall we have a look at this? I did not order an iPhone. I don't know who ordered iPhone 14. Okay. Well, let's have a look. So, I think that's correct. I don't have the fancy gadget to sort of overlay my original score. Okay, so that's considered a phrase. I think I got that right. Ta 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 ta. Okay. So some of these phrases, especially at the beginning, are quite gettable. Da, 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 da. So I think these are sort of your gimmies. They'll give you 2 that you. But the thing is, if you're psychologically nervous and you don't know where your beats are, you're thinking, wow, these drums are going really fast, you could lose your place. And I'm doing this under no exam situation. There's a little bit of pressure because I'm recording this, but there's no way it's the same as what you will be feeling in the exam room. So this is why they're getting rid of dictation in exams in the coming future. Okay, so unfortunately you have to do this. If you, I mean, you don't have to do it, but you know what I mean. Okay, so that's your pattern there, pattern B. So let's look at that one. And I think that's pretty similar. Okay, I wish I could put this side by side. Now that's a pretty long section there. Ta da da ta 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 ta. This military march. Ta ta da da ta 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 da da ta ta. Ooh, is that right? Ta ta da ta 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 ta. Yeah. Okay. Look, I'm not trying to mark my own thing here, but that's how you do it. Okay, and you're going to be marked according to how many rhythmic phrases you get, and the difference between a merit and an excellence will be between 4 errors overall and 2 errors in each of the phrase, up to 2. So if you get 3 errors in the phrases, for example, in that phrase, if I did that, that's 1 error, 2 errors, and 3 errors. If I did that, for example, this would be downgraded to an achieved. However, even achieved, you just need to get 5. So that would not count as a pattern. That's a completely wrong pattern. If you in order for the pattern to be recognized, they have to be correct. There's no, so you got to get these individual patterns right. Okay, that was the rhythm section.